If you struggle with daily bad gut health and you are bloated after every single meal that you eat, you wake up looking like you're 6 months pregnant, and you don't feel good after you're eating meals, you might have gut issues. But so did I. I had a lot of gut problems. Even when I was in a calorie deficit, I struggled so much with my gut health. And before becoming a certified nutritionist and a fitness coach, I did not know what was causing me to have this painful bloating, making me look 6 months pregnant, and I just couldn't figure it out. So today, I'm going to go over all of the secrets, the tips, tricks, hacks, and the information that you need to know in order to heal your gut, have a slim, flushed look, and make sure that as you're going forward, you are treating your body like the queen that you are. No, we are all about stepping into our feminine queen energy and becoming the healthiest girl that we know. If you don't know, I am a certified personal trainer, fitness and mindset coach, as well as a certified nutritionist. And my goal and passion is just to be able to help women elevate themselves to become the highest value woman that they know, so their lives completely change. If you are interested in free resources, please check out the description because I'm here to help you. I want to see you do well. And I want to take a second to thank you guys because all of the support and just hearing how much your lives have improved just from either listening to my videos or some of you that have signed up for my coaching, I just really appreciate all of you. This community that we have created is just so beautiful. And today, I'm so excited to talk you guys through how to heal your gut health. If you want more information, remember, check the description. So I'm gonna talk first 3 big causes of why your gut health is probably not good. So one of the obvious ones is unhealthy diet. If you are eating out every day at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A and even Starbucks, you are causing yourself so much damage, not only to your hormones as a woman, but your gut health. And I did not know this. I literally thought because matcha is healthy, I should go to Starbucks and get me a matcha latte and not realize that the syrups in there, the sugar that they put in the matcha powder is doing damage to my gut. And later in the day, anytime I would drink these matcha drinks, I would have a lot of anxiety and I wouldn't be able to sleep well and I would just feel overly stressed out. I got to a certain point where I was feeling so stressed out in my body, I could literally sense my body is just stressed out right now. It's a feeling that you can feel and it's not good. It's not helpful to my life. So that's something that I had to cut out because I realized how it was making my body feel. Something that's so important as a feminine woman, and when you're in a healthy feminine energy state of being, you realize and you step into what feels good for you. What makes your body feel great? What makes you feel good when you eat? What things make you feel bad and make you feel heavy? Pay attention to these things because listening to your body is so important. So highly processed foods, that's literally anything that is, if you see something in a package, it's boxed up and it's packaged and it has a neon color, you can tell that's at least processed 10 times. At least. And a lot of these processed foods, they actually have chemicals that keep you addicted to them to keep you going back to them. A lot of these chemicals mess with your hormones as a woman. They can even impact your fertility. A lot of my clients come to me saying that they had no idea how messed up the food industry is. Had no idea how many items that are just sitting in Walmart shelves that can actually do so much damage to your DNA, to your health, to your gut lining, and cause things like leaky gut syndrome. They can even cause IBS. And there's so many things that are in these foods that can even be linked to heart disease and cancer. People are just not aware of. And I'm so passionate about this because this is stuff I wish I knew. I wish somebody told me because I grew up eating this stuff. It was just there. But a lot of these things caused so much damage within me and made it so difficult for me to lose weight. And it wasn't even the amount I was eating, it was just the food and how this food was interacting with me specifically. So when you have a lot of additives in your diet, or your diet is actually really low in fiber, this can be so detrimental to your health, to you trying to become a healthier woman and get healthy gut health. Another thing that really impacted my gut health was chronic stress. So when you are constantly stressed out, you're not doing anything to take care of your stress. You're not doing any stress management. You are causing yourself so much suffering. Stop the suffering. So when you're chronically stressed, your body will literally fight itself. So within your gut, there are hormones that are constantly being released. And when you're overly stressed out, there's a hormone called cortisol that's being released in your body, which is going to cause a lot of bloat. This is why I never recommend that any of my girls drink coffee on an empty stomach, because you are literally causing your body so much stress. And if you have hormone imbalances, another thing that people will do is fast too much or intermittent fast for long periods of time. And this can be so damaging, especially if you have hormonal issues or hormone disruptions. I have PCOS. I cannot intermittent fast. If I do, it cannot be for long periods of time. I have to 2 hours after I wake up, I need to eat something. And this is stuff that doctors just don't tell you. Now, intermittent fasting is actually something that can work for a lot of women, but it's very specific. So you need to find out and look at your body, know where your hormones are at. But I was so stressed out and in a state of just constant anxiety and stress, and that was actually causing a lot of my bloating. My body did not feel safe. When your body does not feel safe, it will show you. You need to pay attention to your body. Pay attention to how you are feeling. Pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you. If you're seeing a lot of bloating in your face, if you see that your face is starting to sag, if you see that you're bloating after meals, you need to look at why that is, because it's not normal. As common as it may be, it is not normal. It's not something that should be happening. Another reason that you may have bad gut health is overusing antibiotics. Antibiotics in small amounts and for small periods of time may be helpful for you if you absolutely need them, but taking things that are going to disrupt your gut bacteria is going to cause a lot of bloating. And I never recommend it. Even things like ibuprofen and Advil can even disrupt your gut lining if you're constantly relying on these things. And if you suffer from things like migraines, you need to look at your gut health, because this may be why. When you start taking care of your body, looking at root causes, you're able to see and find out what it is that's causing these things, so that way you can eliminate it and get rid of that, so that way the symptoms go away and the problem goes away. You're able to fix it. Another common thing that people are really shocked to find out that ruins their gut health is birth control. When you are taking a hormonal birth control, this thinning of the intestinal lining, and you have like these little pockets in your gut. And this is where a lot of women that take birth control can develop IBS, they can develop Crohn's disease and all these different things. And they don't realize that it could have been avoided in some cases because of birth control. And this is something that doctors, they don't tell you when you go into a clinic. Our society wants women to take birth control. That is for anyone that has any type of issue with their ovaries or their uterus. Their first response and only solution is just take birth control. I don't want to take birth control. Don't give me that. It's going to mess up my hormones. I want to take care of my body. I want my body to feel safe. And I know that birth control is not the only way to protect and help myself. So there are actually so many other options for you. Now, somebody like me that struggles with heavier periods, that was something that I actually reversed by changing my diet. Birth control is not the answer. I know that it's going to ruin my body and disrupt my body, my hormones, my emotions, my gut health, the health of my ovaries. I'm not risking that. I'm not doing that. There's so many different ways that women can take care of themselves, but they're not educated on how. They're just given this one solution that doctors say that they need, but these doctors are the only thing that they are taught in school is what medications to prescribe patients, not how to fix problems. Putting a band-aid over something is not fixing, it's not releasing an issue, it's just a band-aid. The underlying issue is still there. So that's why we need to figure out what the underlying issue is for you. So now I'm going to go over 15 different ways that you can implement these things to fix your gut health and feel snatched after meals and not bloated. One of my favorites is probiotics. I love a good probiotic. So there is one probiotic that I take in a pill form, and I don't take the gummies because gummy vitamins are actually not very effective at all. The way that they put the vitamins inside of the gummies is just, they spray on all these vitamins onto it, and as time goes on, the vitamin potency, it decreases exponentially. So the longer it sits on the shelf, and you have no idea how long it's been sitting there, but the longer it sits on the shelf, the less effective that gummy is going to be, and you're getting a minuscule amount. And on top of that, you're just having a sugar pill basically. So one of my favorite probiotics to take is kombucha. I love a good kombucha. Kombucha is so good. It makes me feel so refreshed, and it does help your gut health. It's not going to heal your gut health, but healing your gut health is a journey, and making sure that you're caring for your body as much as you possibly can is what's going to heal that. If you think that taking a pill at Walmart or just getting a probiotic or something that says I heal your gut, that's not going to help you fix your gut health. It takes repetitive action in order to reach a healthy gut health. So some other things that I do to make sure I'm having probiotics every day is eating Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is actually really good, especially like Greek yogurt bowls, and romanticizing that, making sure that I am in a safe space to eat and I'm not stressing myself out. I'm not distracted while I'm eating. I'm not scrolling on my phone while I'm eating. If I am doing anything, it's listening to a podcast, but I'm not distracted. I'm trying to be present with my food, and this is going to help your digestion so much. Another thing that you could do is have kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, and you can find all these things at the store. These things are actually really helpful for your gut health. Another thing that you could do is increase the amount of prebiotics that you are taking on a daily basis. So prebiotics and probiotics are very different. Having natural sources of these things is going to be the most beneficial because they're the most bioavailable, which means that your body is going to absorb that the best and use it the most. So things like garlic, leeks, bananas, and asparagus, things like that, they're going to be really good sources of prebiotics that will really help your gut health. And one of my favorite ways to help my gut health is making sure that I am having a lot of collagen in my daily diet. So Kylie Jenner actually does this to have good gut health, but she'll drink a whole thing of bone broth every day to make sure that her gut health is on point and she avoids bloating. So bone broth actually helps not only with your collagen consumption, but it helps you make sure that you are healing your gut lining, and it strengthens your gut lining and helps your immunity. So consider getting a bone broth that you can have. If you like soups, you can make at-home soups with So something that I do with my clients is analyze their trigger foods with a few tests that we do with trying to figure out what it is that is causing these flare-ups, because there might be some cause, something underlying that is causing you to react in a certain way. Your body may feel stress around certain foods. It may feel unsafe around certain foods because it knows that this food is not going to react well with you. So being very intentional with that and trying to figure out what it is that is causing these things is so important to fix your gut health. One of my favorite supplements that I have taken for my gut health is L-glutamine, because I literally have seen such a difference in my gut health after taking this for a long period of time. My favorite brand of L-glutamine is Naked Glutamine. You can find it on Amazon, and this video is not sponsored. I just genuinely, absolutely love their L-glutamine because it dissolves so easy. It's so potent, and I absolutely love it. And I buy it literally every 2 months. And they give you such a big supply. The thing is this big and it comes with a little scoop. So that's something that I highly recommend that you invest in, because L-glutamine is one of the best supplements for gut health. Another thing that really helped me with my gut health is introducing digestive enzymes through supplements. whenever I'm eating big meals. So you may be lacking in digestive enzymes due to an unhealthy diet. When you eat very unhealthy and you eat a lot of processed foods, your body actually decreases the amount of enzymes over time that are used to break down things like fiber. So you may have a bad reaction in your body to fiber. People that go for years without drinking milk, the enzyme lactase is not going to be as present, and it's going to make it harder for your body to start digesting that again if you go super long periods of time or completely cut something out of your diet. That's why sometimes for vegans or vegetarians, when they stop eating meat for such a long period of time, the enzymes that are able to break down the protein that they stopped eating for years makes it so much harder for them to eat it once they reintroduce it into their diet again. So consider reintroducing these digestive enzymes so that way you can start having that good gut health. Another thing is teas. Teas are so good for you. They have so many antioxidants, and a lot of their properties are really good for your gut health. Some really good teas are going to be peppermint tea. That is a really good one for soothing your stomach after meals or before you go to sleep. You could also do licorice root tea. Licorice root is something that's going to help soothe your gut lining and soothe your stomach, and it's going to also have a de-bloat effect. Slippery elm and marshmallow root are also really good ways that you can have that soothing effect and healing your gut health as well. So those are some of my favorites. And looking at the ingredients in tea bags, if you want to go the tea bag route, you can also go the supplementation route. But if you want to do tea bags and you're a tea girly like me, if you look on the ingredients to make sure that they have either slippery elm, marshmallow root, licorice root, any of those things, to make sure that you're having that in your tea, that's going to be super helpful. So this one, like I said earlier, can be a hit or miss for some people, but intermittent fasting is something that will help some people, or fasting for 24 hours and then going back to a regular diet will also help you as well if you are really struggling with very bad gut health. Now again, if you have hormonal issues, I don't recommend this. I really don't, because you will be causing your body so much stress. And if you are already in a state of stress and high cortisol, and that you are constantly stressed out, I do not recommend fasting. Fasting is not going to be beneficial to help you get rid of stress if you're already stressed out around food, if you deal with any eating disorders, or if you deal with any type of problems around food and stress. I don't recommend it. But for somebody who doesn't deal with those things, fasting is a great option, so that way you can reset your gut. So also incorporating healthy fats like omega-3s from things like salmon, flax seeds, chia seeds, things like that are going to help your gut health repair itself and reduce inflammation. So look at how you could incorporate those foods into your diet. And the last two that I want to leave you with are really important. And that's going to be making sure that you are hydrating yourself. So proper hydration is so important. If you're just drinking a 16-ounce bottle of water a day, my girl, what are you doing? That is literally nothing. You should be drinking a lot more water, and make sure that that water is hydrating to you. The water must be hydrating. If the water is not hydrating, then you are literally just clearing out, having that water go straight through you. A lot of people have excess water weight due to water retention, and this happens when you're not drinking enough water. So when you start drinking more water, you may notice that you have weight that just falls off because of the amount of water that you're drinking. And the last one I recommend is seek professional help if it is something that you really want for yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be me, but if you go to somebody that has experience in this and has expertise in this area, you can guarantee that this is something that can be fixed by somebody who knows what they're doing. Don't recommend that you go to a traditional doctor, because doctors will prescribe you medication or antibiotics to get rid of something, or they may say that there's nothing wrong with you. And I'm telling you this from experience, because that has happened to me. But when you go to somebody that knows what you are going through, knows what struggles that you have had, and they're able to help you reset your gut, reset your health, and not have any painful bloating anymore and not go through feeling uncomfortable after meals or feeling scared to eat out with friends because of how much bloating you may have and how different it makes you look and feel after you eat. Having that professional help, somebody with expertise to be able to help you, is something that is so important if that's something that you feel like you need. I really hope that these tips have helped you guys, and I love to be able to hear from you guys and connect with you on Instagram, through the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Queen community because I love showing up for you guys and being here to help you get to your highest version of yourself. Don't forget to check the description for all of the free resources and my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, girls.